we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the rerounds of mixed martial arts in the featherweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Mexi Goods and Rejuveline. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, Grady Thomas. And now, introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Bas Rutten's Elite MMA by way of Simi Valley. He weighed in 143 pounds. Tonight, he is making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jordan Orona. His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks trimmed with red. He is training out of SoCal Fight Factory, Palmdale, California. He weighed in 143 pounds. He brings to the cage a record, no wins, one loss. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Adrian Tenacious Leon. All right, fans, here we go. The rerounds of mixed martial arts in the featherweight division.
All right, John, last fight of the night. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope that you enjoy this one. You have right in front of you Jordan Orona versus Adrian Leon. And we start off the action right now.
Yep, Adrian in the red corner, Jordan in the blue. Right away, strikes directly to the head. Jordan did not seem to like that one too much. Now in the clinch here. Oh, looking for a guillotine right off the bat.
Oh, and he has
switches to the switches to the strict guillotine instead of the arm in.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I know you want to pepper those shots, but man, sometimes, well, he would know better than we would, but it did feel like he had a better squeeze on that just in that opening moment.
Yeah, it's rough because you have to fiddle with it with these gloves on.
Yeah, that's a big point. Good call. And now we return back to our 3 2-minute rounds here. Just as a reminder, I know we've been doing some title fights in some other matches, but right now, 3 2-minute rounds.
I think the nerves are playing a bit of a factor here.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, this guy's looking a little stiff.
Good toss. Puts us back into that guard where we did see Jordan working from there earlier before, so I think he feels pretty comfortable playing off of his back, though, in that way. There's an attempt to go ahead and pass here by utilizing the cage, and he's closer than he thinks, but you are seeing Orona start to get his way back up to standing here. I like the peppering here. That's smart.
Yeah, Adrian with the seatbelt grip with the right hand, stepping this leg in, and throwing those lefts to the face. I think he wanted a better position with that with that leg, but Jordan getting to his feet, getting away.
Last 10 seconds of the first round. Jordan getting some respect on some of those hits, though.
Yeah, Adrian's leaving his head straight up when he's throwing shots.
Adrian needs to make sure he's covering up a lot more in that second round because, especially toward the end of that first, just left himself very exposed.
Both fighters are leaving their heads up quite a bit, and both of them ate shots because of it. But it seemed that Adrian was eating a lot more of them towards the end of that first round, so curious to see. Some of them looked pretty flush.
Yep.
Potentially could see be a foreshadowing for a knockout in the second round.
Both fighters getting a little bit of water, getting a little bit of rest, and their notes from the coaches. And you are seeing here, though, I mean, maybe slight frustration here by Adrian, but all in all, like, not a bad round for him. Like, he did have some very solid moments.
Yeah, great clinch takedown, too.
Yes.
Was it? I couldn't see if it was double unders or over under, but either way, it was nice.
You know, it's so hard to be so composed for so long. Like, this is a short, relatively amount of time, right? 3 2-minute rounds. But if you want to be perfect and win a fight, it is near impossible to be exactly what's going on in your brain. Things might work for you, but there are going to be times where things don't work out as well.
Oh,
so it's part 100%. Of that mental game that you go through. Nice pop there by Orona. A good return.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and throwing really heavy is Jordan.
Now,
Jordan's, I don't, oh yeah,
Oh.
Jordan keeps sticking his, they should stop and put his mouthpiece
yeah, I
back in.
think he's mentioning to the ref,
Yeah,
and the ref does agree on this.
But this
particular
is a problem that Arona's going to have to work on, though, because he keeps sticking his mouthpiece out because he's trying to get a better breath. And that, see, he's doing it again. That's going to, I mean, it's not doing its job at that point. So,
yes, correct.
But you're either going to get knocked out or you're going to get some teeth knocked out, potentially.
Does start to defeat the purpose of the mouth guard, unfortunately.
Yeah, and if it starts coming out frequently, then you'll get penalized. Oh, nice left straight from Adrian.
Now, again, just the way how you do see Orona stalk him. Like when he stalks him, he's basically chasing him down, keeping the hands pretty up, which is good, just so he could piece those shots because he's seen they've been so effective before. But man, in a couple of those exchanges, Adrian was doing pretty good, although that was a good double right there between both those gents.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You know, it maybe came up a little bit too soon, but it wasn't a bad idea. And now he almost got reversed back into that guillotine again. But I get the feeling, much like we saw the first time, he doesn't quite want to give too much commitment to that. And we do see him starting to bleed. And I believe, I can't tell if it's from the nose or the eye here, John. Might be slightly above the eye.
Yeah, I think you're right. But Adrian getting this one to the ground, staying in the closed guard. And I like the way he's bunching up Orona against the cage. Throwing some shots here, mostly arm punches. Jordan going for an arm lock.
Thought about it for the arm. And you know what? I actually think Adrian put a calculation together, which was, even if he does get this arm, it's going to be pretty rough to finish within those 10 seconds. But if you did notice, I think perhaps the game plan was to target that eye. And that wasn't necessarily a bad choice. Like, it may not have all connected on the eye, but putting more trauma to that does create more problems for your opponent. I mean, the weird part about it is there's only so much you can do to treat that. I think the ref was actually mentioning about the mouth guard to him right there.
Yeah.
I think he was actually telling him, like, hey, man, you keep it that loose, it does more harm to you than you think it will.
Well, I think they will take a point if you're just spitting it out over and over again.
And it's a tough adjustment. Trying to keep a mouthpiece in when you're just, like, you're more on the newer side. It can be difficult, but it's usually more for your benefit.
Well, I'm wondering if he doesn't have the best custom mouth guard, because it should stick up as a gum shield, like right on that the upper jaw. So it shouldn't be something that you pop out easily with your tongue.
The referee is calling for a timeout here. They might just be doing a formality to have him.
The doctor's going to look at him. Yeah. They'll look at, because the eye's not looking good.
I think they're just making sure he can both see out of it and just to take a quick look at it.
Check to see if he's got an orbital break or something.
Yeah.
If he touches it and you see him wince like crazy, or no, they're looking at the cut.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were looking a little lower on.
No, they are wiping it down more than they are saying.
Well, they're trying to see like how much blood there is and how deep the cut is and if it's going to get in his eye. And
what a judgment to be able to make. Let's squint a little bit with one eye and go, that looks pretty good. All right, we're going to move on. All right. Our referee is letting them know. You guys are coming in for your next round. This is the third. We start off
right away
with a low blow to the point where everybody knew to stop.
Yep.
Except for the clock. So we'll try to readjust that here. There we go. I mean, you know, everybody was pretty calm and collected about that one. So there is that being good. We're going to resume the action here. Our apologies if we're maybe just like a hair off on the time, but we did try to keep it as close to what the time is supposed to be as possible. So,
side kick.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Add it to the arsenal here. The one thing that does concern me is I do see that Adrian wants to get on the inside with that. But every time he's gone on the inside, there is the danger that Jordan just kind of like 1-2s very quickly and catches him on that barrage or on the out. That's much better. Like, that's where he should be.
Oh!
And this is a beautifully timed takedown here, John.
That was excellent. Getting behind, scooping up that leg.
And Orona very much coming alive. Got a little bit of where he wanted to be, which was to put that pressure on in the corner. When he unloads like that in the corner, it can be very effective. And you do see that head pop back on Adrian when Orona's putting that together.
Yeah, I think Jordan has the heavier hands. Right? There he gets knocked back. But they're both standing with their heads straight up. And Adrian is still able to pop the head back. So even though he doesn't have as good of a base when he's throwing the punches, at least visually, they're both able to take damage pretty bad.
Man. And, you know, that one looked pretty easy for him to get the takedown.
But now, much better bite on this.
Back to a guillotine, and he's going to fight the arm very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, he was on the opposite hip, but it looked like his arms were at least deeper, so maybe he could have hopped over to the proper side. But
well, the other thing to keep in consideration, we are close to that 10-minute clock, which we just got right now. And that will be pretty much the end of the fight there. So I don't know that that guillotine is what you want to hang on to for those 20 seconds that you could have had it.
How you going to score this one?
I don't know, man. This is going to be an interesting fight to hear how they scored it all together.
A little bit of chaos for our last fight. I like it.
You know, here's the nice part is it's chaos. And it's definitely stuff that you won't necessarily have on your bingo card. But it's the surprise, nonetheless, that makes you go, this is intriguing. I can't score this. I don't know what it is.
That was fun to watch, yeah.
It just kind of is a nice way of capping off our night. Shout out to everybody who is staying with us throughout this evening, sending us messages. We got some additional messages about how much people have enjoyed the card tonight. That's such a good feeling. We have also enjoyed this card very greatly today, and we'll get to talking about some of those. But for right now, we just kind of wait with some anticipation to see who is going to pull away with this fight to close out our night. And you can kind of make, I guess, kind of some ways, some arguments here and there. You know, it just comes down to rounds and time, really.
Yeah, that I thought the doctor was looking at for an orbital fracture because it's starting to swell up pretty bad on the side.
Oh, tomorrow's going to be a very fun day for Orona.
But, yeah, I mean, they're just looking at the cut, and they said it was fine, so.
All right, well, looks like we have a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges cage side scored the bout 29-28 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, the red corner, Adrian Tenacious Leon.
Well done.
That's right, fight fans. Adrian, get over here, brother. How do you feel, man?
Right now, I'm well. Well, because God gave me this. God did it.
So who do you train with, bro?
Train with Fight Factory, my grandma, my mom, and everybody else that, like my Thea and the rest of my family, the ones who supported me. And what they were all giving me to by God in Jesus Christ's name.
All right, brother, what's next, brother?
Continuing, and we'll see what God has for me.
That's right, fight fans. Make some noise for Adrian Leon!
Nope, we're going to lift him. Okay, everybody, make sure we got him supported. There we go. Good.
Ladies and